Hey everybody, it's the Masterport. I got me some of them Dear Masterport letters again. Thought I'd give my sage advice and wisdom gleaned from years of walking this old planet. Some of these hard questions. Dear Masterport, I got a job flipping burgers, but was thinking about quitting and becoming a brain surgeon. You think that's a good idea? Well, I'll tell you what, being a brain surgeon is using your old noggin. That's what I'd do if I was you. I'd quit flipping them burgers. Yeah, and go and use them skills that you learned to be a brain surgeon. You'd make a good one. Dear Masterport, I got a job promotion for an extra $25,000 a year, but I'm not sure if I should accept it or not. What would you do? $25,000. That ain't very much money now. The price of gas is and everything. I'd hold out for $50,000 at least. You know, where you can fill your car up about 10, 15 times a year. Dear Masterport, should I trade my handful of pecans for a Hershey bar? No way. Don't trade them pecans away, they like gold. Hershey bars are good, but pecans are better for you. Dear Masterport, we were guests at a dinner party recently and I let a couple bombs off. You think I should have done that? What should I do if I have to cut the cheese when I'm out with my wife? Well, when you let them bombs off, it depends on what kind of bombs you're talking about. There's a cherry bomb, a hydrogen bomb, nuclear bombs, and then there's some little bitty firecracker bomb. Well, whichever bomb you let off, make sure that it don't hurt their ears, or they got earplugs before you let it off. As far as cutting the cheese, yeah, what I would do, I'd get a big old knife like this, and I'd cut it just like that. Chop it just like that. Cut the cheese with it. Anyway, now this is a hard question. Where did that petrified frog come from? Y'all seen my frog in my UFC video? Well, he's still over there. I still got him on the shelf over there. I ain't got no idea where that frog comes from. I think he's probably been here about 200, 300, 400 years probably. He just went out there and got petrified one day. Probably embalmed by them Egyptians. They used to do a lot of embalming. And it got over here, it dropped out of an airplane or something. I don't even know what petrified means. Does that mean like being scared? But anyway, what's your take on the whole economy situation? What should I do with my money nowadays? What you need to do is send the old Masterport $1. Each one of you send me $1. And if I get 100,000 views, and that's $100,000, I mean, you can spare $1, you know, just think about it. You buy a cup of coffee costs more than that unless you're a senior citizen like me. That's what I would do. Send the old Masterport $1. Put it in that hand right there. Well, there's some sad situations there, and it makes me want to cry. You know, this is a big old onion right here, and you know when you peel onions, you cry. We'll chop that baby in half. Oop, drop the water. Ain't used to crying over spilled water. That's a bidet onion. Sweet as an apple. That's pretty good. That wasn't so good. The old Masterport. Y'all have a good day. Look for me in my upcoming golf video. Practice on weekend.